Welcome back to the Midnight Hood Show, and today we are going to review Shazam. And Shazam was a blast to watch. This movie was pure fun, it had a lot of heart to it, and it had a great cast. I especially think Zachary Levi is perfect for the character of Shazam. He brings a lot of the heroic elements, but he also just plays this very charismatic, and has this youthful energy which the character of Shazam really needs, and he brings it. And this film is just a great time at the theaters. I laughed, I was enjoying it, and I was enjoying the story, and I just was like, okay, what's gonna happen next? And what's this? And wow, that's hilarious. There are some great scenes in this movie, from Shazam learning his powers, which I thought was hilarious. How, he's kind of testing them with Freddy, and some of those scenes are just hilarious. And him having to stop Dr. Sivana, who's a very good villain. I actually really like Dr. Sivana. It's kind of like he's the person who could have been this character of Shazam, but he didn't have it in his heart. Billy Batson did, and now he's basically grown up his whole life trying to figure out how he can reach this realm and kind of get revenge on it, which I thought was really kind of cool. I definitely think that was a good villain choice, because the other villain could have been Black Adam, which I definitely would have also liked, but also I think it's good that they separated those two into two different movies. I think that's really good, because I believe I did hear that Black Adam should be filming later this year or sometime in 2020. So I think that's really good, giving two separate films for both of those characters. I really like that decision they made. But back to this film, I really think they did a great job. There was some great direction in this film. A lot of these scenes were shot very well. So yeah, Shazam is a blast to watch. I would almost say this is up there as one of my favorite DC movies of recent times. This definitely had just a great script. It was written very well. I really didn't think they rushed too much of it. There was maybe some parts that they could have cut, but I don't think too much of it. They basically filmed a perfect film in a way. Just telling the story. They did the origin story really well. It didn't really drag on. I also like how we got a little bit more of an origin story for the villain. They actually, explained his backstory a bit too, which I thought was really kind of cool. And also, I really like that this film just had a really great message about family and what that means to a person, because that's something that's big for Billy, and they really do a great job representing that, and I really applaud them for that. So yeah, Shazam is a blast to watch. It was definitely a fun, hilarious at times, and just a really great movie that I just enjoy watching. When I'm in the theater, and I was like, wow, this film is great. Now, I wouldn't say there's too much things bad about this film, honestly. This film was perfect for me. I guess there's some things I can say is sometimes I guess I could have seen how the film could have been kind of on the verge of these very kind of frightening kind of scenes. There's a few scenes in this movie that are like, okay, this is pushing the envelope a little bit, but it didn't take me out of the film. Take you off guard how kind of there's one scene in this movie, and if you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It was like, oh, okay, they're going that route. Okay. But yeah, Shazam, besides that, a great film. I would definitely say a B+, A- range. And just go see this movie. You'll have a blast at the theaters. And DC, keep making movies like this, because you're continuing to make great films now. I feel like the early days where they struggled a little bit are now over. Really, with even Wonder Woman, even though that was before Justice League, and now Aquaman, and now Shazam, they're showing that they can just make a fun time at the movies. That's all I want sometimes from films. So yeah, Shazam, definitely recommend go see this in theaters. It's definitely worth your time. And tell me your guys' thoughts about this movie in the comments below if you have seen it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. Just say that word, Shazam.